You look beautiful today. Like, compare that time, like last time you were just a little stressed.
Yes.
Now you look fresher and more vibrant. So, my guess is right. You had a wonderful day.
uh, Maybe that.
So it means uh, not your day wasn't that busy.
Yes.
Good for you. Okay. Okay, so anyway, we will continue with our lesson. So
Yes.
I didn't give you homework because you um you have to exercise your brain today. Okay. So anyway, let's start with our lesson. So here, let's here. I will play a video.
Can you share our screen?
Yes, I will share my screen here. Okay, where's my video? Okay, here.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay, I'll just make this. I'll try to make this bigger. Here. It's not playing. Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Okay, here.
What are you doing in the UK?
Here to visit some friends and have a vacation.
What was your first impression of the UK when you arrived?
It's August and it's still cold.
Do you have any ambitions?
To get a job quickly.
What kind of job?
I'd like to go back to office work. I was an administrative officer before, so I'd like to do the same job again.
Have you ever seen a film more than 3 times?
Yes, I have. I've seen Mamma Mia probably about 10 times.
What do you like about it?
I just think it's really good fun and I really like the music in it, I like the dancing, I quite like the storyline and it makes you feel good.
Do you think men or women are better drivers?
I think women are probably safer drivers because they don't drive as fast as men. But I think perhaps men are sometimes more confident drivers.
Been to a karaoke bar.
Yes,
When did you go?
about 2 or 3 months ago.
What did you sing?
Uh, I rapped and I sang a Doors song.
Okay, so we're done.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start answering the questions. Okay. So
Yes.
first, I'll change my screen. I'll switch my screen here. Can you see it now?
It's very small.
How about
Okay,
this?
I can see now. Okay.
Oh,
It's
too too
too,
much.
too much.
Okay, too much. So here, question number one. Okay, can you read the question and then give me your answer?
Okay. Serena was surprised when she arrived in London because it was the summer but the weather was, uh, I think bad. The
Your
weather
answer
was bad. A. Yes,
A.
and
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So your
In
answer is
August, it's still cold.
okay. So your answer is A. Yes, this is actually correct. The weather was bad. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How about number two?
Number two, David would like to do a job he did before.
Yes, office work. That's
Yes.
what she mentioned. That's what he mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For number three.
Number three, when Ruth talks about Mamma Mia, she doesn't mention uh, the actors.
Yes. What did she mention?
She mentioned the music, the dancing, the story night. Yeah.
Yes. uh, she likes ABBA, just like me. Do you know the ABBA? Like
Apa?
Mama, like.
No.
So
I don't
you
know this film.
okay? So okay, but I do know this film and I do like their songs.
Ah, yeah.
But it's a classic. Like I don't know if they're still alive these days. Okay. Okay. So for number four.
Number four, Ben thinks that women drive more slowly than men.
Okay, more slowly.
Yeah.
As I remember, he
Less
mentioned yes.
less dangerously because they didn't drive as fast as than women, than men.
Yes. Yes, because what he said was safer.
Yeah, safer.
Do you drive a car?
No, I don't know.
But when you drive using your motorbike, are you are you a safe driver? Do you also drive carefully?
No.
Ow!
Because then when I drive motorbike, my I don't know. I go quite
Over.
fast.
So you're like over speeding sometimes.
Yes, my husband when you sit out behind me, he is very scared.
Oh, so that gives me an impression that you're faster when you drive than your husband.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe because you grew around Hanoi and you have to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, I can't relate with that because I don't know how to drive. So let's go to number five.
Okay. Justin went to a karaoke bar quite recently, 3 4 months ago.
Yes, quite recently. How about you? When was the last time that you went to karaoke bar?
I think last month.
Oh, last month.
Yes.
I can't remember the last because I'm really a bad singer. So sometimes I just go with my friends, but I don't sing. Unless all of us are bad singers, then that's the time I'll sing.
If you can sing, you can dance.
I can't sing and I can't dance.
Oh.
I don't have a talent. That's so unfair. Okay, but anyway, uh, so here, I very good job. So your comprehension is, as always, it's good. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we have a reading activity here. Okay, okay, let me. Anyway, I think we lost some of the slide. So let's go back to the other screen.
Okay.
So reading activity. So when you read, I want you to read like you're talking to someone. Just like you did last time. You were very good when you were reading. So just uh, do that again.
Okay.
Talking to someone. Anyway, can you see my screen now with a
Yes.
listening transcript?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, very good. It says listening transcript, but we actually don't have an audio, so let's just uh, read this one. But I will be the interviewer.
Okay.
So here, and you will be Selena.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. What are you doing in the UK?
I'm here to visit some friends and have a vacation.
What was your first impression of the UK when you arrived?
It's August and it's still cold.
Do you have any ambitions?
Just to get a job quickly.
What kind of job?
I like to go back to office work. I was an administrative officer before, so I'd like to do the same job again.
Have you seen a film more than 3 times?
Yes, I have. I've seen Mamma Mia probably about 10 times. 10 times.
What do you like about it?
I thought think it's really good fun, and I really like the music in it. I like the dancing. I quite like the storyline, and it make me feel good.
Do you think men or women are better drivers?
I think women are probably safer drivers because they don't drive as fast as men. But I think perhaps men are sometimes more confident drivers.
Have you ever been to a karaoke bar?
Yes,
When did you go?
about 2 or 3 months ago,
What did you sing?
I rapped and I sang a dog song.
Okay, very good. But here, okay, I'll just chat you the words that we should practice.
Yes.
Here, how do you say this?
Administrative
Okay, very good. Administrative. How about this?
officer.
Okay. Um, it's don't include the word. Just say officer.
Officer.
Yes, officer. Okay, that's great. And this one.
Officer. Makes.
Okay, makes.
Makes.
Okay,
Makes.
very good. Very good. Last word.
Woman.
It's This is how you should say it. We, women,
Women.
we, women.
Women.
Yes, I know it's an O, but it's so women. Uh, women.
We. Women.
Yes, women. Okay, very good. Okay, so here, can you understand the? Do you know this word?
Just. I don't know.
It means the content or the meaning or the main information. The closer
Okay.
word there is the main idea or main information.
Okay.
So this is about this video. So okay, so can you understand the gist? And how much can you remember?
The last video.
Yes, because I was trying to play this one. There's no video, so I suppose this is the video that they were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, the this is interview some people about
Yes.
something.
Because it's just like we're just getting. It was actually also part of questionnaire.
Yeah, questionnaire.
Yeah, so asking and um, maybe answers. But anyway, it's really hard to remember because there were few people, like four people, different topics.
5 people.
Oh yes, five. Very good memory. Five people, different topics.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, here
Hmm? You you didn't play this video.
there's no video.
I can open the this. Oh,
Oh, you have a link. Can you open the link?
yes, I have a link.
Okay. Here, but I was trying to open it.
I think in your screen it is the picture, not video.
Yes. Okay. Can you send me the link of your video? Because on my copy, this is the only video I have.
I can open that.
Oh, you don't have an access. Okay. Okay, here. I'll just give me a minute. I'll try to open my files.
Okay.
Is is that your video?
There are more than 800 cinemas in the UK today. Many enjoy watching new and old films
Oh,
on the big
oh,
screen.
it's opening. I'm sorry.
Cinema became popular in the UK in the early 1900s, and some of them are still working today. This is the Electric Cinema on the famous Portobello Road in London. There's been a cinema here since 1910. Visitors came from all over London to see the latest films at the Electric Cinema. But in the 1920s and 1930s, there was more competition for the cinema, as bigger cinemas opened in London. However, customers still came to the Electric Cinema and still paid to see Hollywood's newest films. After the Second World War, cinemas became less popular as more people bought televisions. Even big Hollywood films were less popular. In the 1960s, the Electric Cinema decided to make changes. It began to show independent and foreign language films. However, this change did not help. In the 1970s and 1980s, very few people went to the cinema. In 1993, the Electric Cinema closed. In the late 1990s, the cinema reopened, and new owners continued to make changes. The cinema now has comfortable leather seats. There are also two-seater sofas at the back of the cinema. And there's a cafe and a restaurant. Since 2001, the cinema has started to show different types of films. Old classic films, foreign language films, and the latest Hollywood films. So now the Electric Cinema, already 100 years old, will continue to entertain people in the 21st century.
Okay. Oh, so it can be open. I was trying to open that like last week because I was preparing this lesson last week.
Yeah.
I just had to tap it like few times. I really it was just a photo. It's okay. Okay, so let's answer these questions again. So
Yes.
what is it about? What was the film about?
It's about the electric cinema in London.
Yes. Uh, how much can you remember?
Yes. It's talk about the electric cinema in London. The cinema is more 100 years old. It's opened in 1910 and uh, become more popular from 1920 to 1930. But uh, but after that, the people less didn't go to the cinema because in that time the TV is popular. Until 1970 to 1980, it is very few people went to cinema, electric cinema. So in 1993, the cinema is closed. Was closed. Uh, 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 late 1990, the cinema is reopened, and now it is very famous cinema in London. Um, uh, there are um, there are many comfortable seats and it has a comfortable seat and couple seat in the uh, I don't remember. uh, uh, there are cafe and restaurant in the first floor. Um, in the in the cinema, there are different type of film. Um, for example, classic film, Hollywood film, or foreign film. Yes,
Okay,
that all.
yes. Very good. So you actually hit all the main idea. This is also the first time that I watched the film. I just take note, and you actually hit all the main ideas, like the how old is the theaters or the electric cinema? So it is 100 years old, and the year where the people started to watch lesser with cinema because of the television competition. Yes. Okay, very good. And you also hit points about the reopening of the cinema and how the interior of the cinema was improved, and the cafe and restaurant. Okay, so good job. Good summarization.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we'll move forward here. Okay,
Like,
okay. So here. Okay, so you're a famous. Last time you were an actress. This time
yes.
you're a writer. Okay, so let's talk about you being a writer. If
Yeah.
you were a writer, what do you think? Um, what genre of books are you writing?
Mm, I I think I will write the drama book.
So you really like lots of
I,
emotions. Okay,
yes, I really like.
because when you were an actress, you're also a dramatic actress. Okay. So what do you do when you need a new inspiration?
Uh, If when I need your inspirations, I will go out and maybe drink cafe or walk around the lake.
So that's how you
Something
will
like
get
that.
an inspiration. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
what are you going to write next?
I think next book I will write the um, action book.
Action. Okay, from drama to action. Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. So here. Okay, so this was very short. Like we only had few slides. So let's go to your mistake and correction. So I'll just type it here on our chat box. Okay, so for your pronunciation, I have sent the words that you should practice how to pronounce. For your grammar, this was a sentence where you said it is very few people. This was about people who are watching. It is very few people. So instead of saying that, okay, what do you think should be the correct sentence?
Uh, Correct is there are
Okay,
few
yes.
people.
Okay, there are very good. There are a few people. Good job. So, okay, so again, you made correction by yourself, which is better. Actually, self-criticism is it's a big part of improving your grammar.
Thank you.
How about this one? This is a little tricky. The cinema was closed.
Coast. Not sure.
Yes, very good. Okay, so just scratch out the was. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, so those were the corrections that I have for you for this unit. Okay, so for summary, okay, for summary, of course, we talk about questionnaires, how to ask questions and how to answer questions, and here. It was all here on the transcript, and we mainly practice about your pronunciation, and it was good. So you improve a lot. Like you did as what I told you. Talk like or read it like you're talking to someone.
Yes.
That's great. Very good. For your comprehension, of course, very good comprehension. You hit all the main points or the gist. Okay, so having said that, let's go to our next um, our next part, which is part three. So this time, let's go back to the other slide. I like it better on PowerPoint presentation because I can write on it.
Yes.
Okay. So can you see now? Can you see my screen now? With
Yes. Yes, I can see.
okay. Okay. So here are. So we will talk about a first impression of Warsaw. So read the text, match the headings A to D to the paragraph. So here are the headings. So we will just put the corresponding letter here. Okay, so again, the first one, it was dialogue, so it was easier to to read it like you're talking because you are basically talking. While this one, this is like a script, but it's not for talking. It's like a news.
Yes.
a feature story. Okay. But anyhow, you still have to read it like you are talking to someone. Because pronunciation wise, your pronunciation is you do it very well. If there are corrections, just very few corrections. Like so what I told you before, what we have to focus on is just the way you speak, your confidence, your intonation. So let's focus on your intonations.
Yes.
Okay, so here. So now let's start. Start
Okay.
beginning.
First impression of Warsaw. Danny interior. Yes.
McIntyre. I think so. McIntyre. McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Yes, McIntyre.
McIntyre. Danny McIntyre from Scotland came to Poland for the first time 7 years ago. He now lives in Marshall, where he runs a small media company. One, you always remember your first impression of a new country. When I first came to Marshall, I didn't know much about Poland at all. I didn't know anything about the culture. I didn't think the food was going to very exciting, and I expected the weather to be similar to Scotland, maybe even a bit colder. But when I got there, I discovered how wrong I was.
Okay, so for number one, what should be the
Number,
heading?
mm, I think it is D, not what I expected.
Okay, so your answer is D. What?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, let's continue. So you only have A, B, or C for your options. So for number two,
Number two, it was summer and it was hot. In fact, the temperature was over 30 degrees. My first impression was the Warsaw. You can.
oh, okay.
Warsaw was more beautiful than expected. I spent a lot of time just walking around looking at the incredible architecture. I feel that the city had wonderful atmosphere and lots of energy.
So your answer here is
Is see my first impressions.
okay. So C.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next slide.
Number three.
Anyway, okay. Let me fix my screen. Here. Number three. Can you see number three now?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay.
Number three, Polish people are very friendly. Most people can speak a bit of English, and many speak it very well. I am trying to learn Polish, but it is very difficult. Fortunately, people don't mind, and I make mistakes. Polish people are very hospitable, and they love to socialize, get together, eat, drink, and talk. Parties often don't finish until early the next morning. I am now married to a Polish woman. At our wedding, our guests didn't leave until 5 a.m. the next morning. Uh, three is A, the Polish
A.
way of life.
Okay. Okay. Very good. A. Can you read this again?
Polish, Polish,
Okay. Polish. Okay. But it's more like polish. Oh, like polish.
Polish,
Yes.
Polish.
Oh, polish. Yes. Like and also like like the British accent, a little of the British accent, the Polish.
Yeah,
Okay,
Polish.
like, okay. So here, for the last sentence, for the last paragraph.
Yeah. Uh, Poland is a great place to live. I has everything, friendly people, cheap travel, delicious food. The summers are hot, and there's great skiing in the winter. There are mountains, lakes, and beaches, beautiful city, and fascinating culture. I still love Scotland, but Poland feels like home now. Like uh,
The
the
answer
answer
is
is B, feeling at
B.
home abroad.
Okay, very good. So yes, it's you got all the answers correct. So this is not what I expected. For number two, my first impression. For three, the Polish way of life, and four is feeling at home abroad. Okay, it's very good. So now let's continue. So here you have to answer these questions. Complete the sentences with the words in the box.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. So you have to complete the sentences. Anyway, here. This time I will switch again. Here. Okay, can you see my screen with my cursor moving?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, very good. Okay, so what we'll do here is you have to, as usual, like we always do, you have to read the sentence and then give me the correct answer at the same time. So for number one,
Number one, Danny's first impressions of Warsaw are very memorable impressions.
okay, impressions, very memorable.
Memorable.
Um, Again, this is
Memorable.
okay. It's not memorable, but it's memorable.
Memorable. Memorable. Oh,
Okay. 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 Like memorable.
memorable.
Okay. Okay.
Memorable.
Memra. Like memra.
Memorable.
Like just the rebel is okay. Let's just say meh
Me. Me.
mra
Mer.
memra bowl.
Member. Memorable. Memorable.
Yes. Yes. Correct. That's correct.
Memorable.
Okay. For number
Memorable. Okay.
yes. Number two.
Number two, before he got to Poland, Danny didn't know much about Polish uh, architecture. Mhm. I think culture. Culture. Master is culture. Hello. 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 Okay.